From big dogs needing forever homes to the tiniest of pups who need temporary homes, we're going to tell you all about how you can help the Arizona Humane Society's sick, injured, and abused pets. It's all that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. My name is Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. We appreciate you for tuning in with us this Saturday morning. And speaking of appreciation, this sweet girl and her litter mates sure are thankful after recovering from an upper respiratory infection to AHS supporters, thanks to AHS supporters, all like you watching. And plus, we have an incredibly adorable and tiny duo who you are sure to want to meet. Can you guess how these two are related? We're gonna let you know in just a bit. And as we talk about each week, the Arizona Humane Society cares for pets that no other shelters simply are able to, including tiny ones like this sweet litter. Janine, he may not have the same coloring as his namesake, but he sure is as bouncy as him. Well, not right now, but I'm sure he is when he gets into a home.
Well, he wasn't a second ago with these treats. He's very, very treat motivated, which will make training a breeze. He is Tigger, super cute, 9-week-old. Came in, he's a little brindle, shepherd, pitty mix, beautiful markings, really pretty. And he was with 4 other, so there's a total of 5 puppies that were strays, and our field team brought them in. They did have some tummy issues. They came in mid-June, so they were really tiny. And we treated them in our hospital, trauma hospital vet. They had some, little bit of, just stomach stuff, but they got over that, and they went to a foster hero home, and they wound up gaining weight, got all healthy, super socialized, and they're just ready to go to find their forever home. So you will not go wrong with this little baby. He's so sweet, and you will be meeting one of the siblings later on in the show. Because they are puppies, we actually have puppy party, and that is a great way to have a socializing time. It's a clean, safe environment with our trainers. And the first half of the class, you wind up just letting them play, and the trainers supervise, and they start pointing out and give you insights on their body language and just seeing how they can be socialized with other animals and people and new situations. And then the second half of the class, they start learning, they teach you specific skills and exercises that you can work with your pet, and that will help grow them into a beautiful, loving adult dog. So they're only $15. What a great bargain. And you can go on azhumane.org/training and sign up your new little baby like this one.
Oh my goodness. They are the cutest thing ever. And like you're saying, it is a safe environment where all of the other puppies are just as vaccinated as your dog. So it's a lot better than taking them out into the public, that's for sure. Thank you so much for that, Janine. And AHS still has lots of kittens and lots of ways to help them that may also help yourselves, feel better about yourself when you donate. And Stacy, when you donate, you're saving the lives of little ones like this.
You are saving the lives of little kittens like Spirit, and Spirit has such a sweet spirit. She was brought in with a litter of 4 by a Good Samaritan, and they had the classic, kitty cold symptoms, runny nose, sneezing, goopy or crusty eyes, but then they were treated with antibiotics in our hospital, and then they went off to foster for some socialization and recovery. And now, as you can see, Spirit is so beautiful and doing just great. She's such a sweetie. She looks right into your eyes. I was standing here falling in love with her, and then I remembered, I can't take you home, but she is ready to love you. We could not do what we do as an organization without the support of the community. We couldn't save the lives that we save. So every donation counts, and this weekend only, your gift, any gift that you donate, will be matched up to $25,000 thanks to a secret supporter and volunteer, longtime volunteer. So as someone who has volunteered with the Humane Society for a lot of years in a lot of different areas, and I've seen all the areas of the shelter, I can guarantee you that any donation that you make goes right to the care of the animals, the facility. It helps us buy dishes, food, any medication. We can do the life-saving surgeries. We run things like the maternity suites, the bottle baby ICU. I mean, I could go on and on, but this is definitely your donation. You can be sure to know that it goes to help the animals. So this weekend, make sure any donation helps. We appreciate any and all donations, but we're matching up to $25,000. Be sure to go on azhumane.org/summerfun to donate what you can, and know that it is going to sweet little puppies, sweet little kittens. I don't know why I called you a puppy. Sweet little kittens like Spirit. So come on down and see Spirit and make a donation.
You know what? She's a puppy on the inside, and we are absolutely so grateful to our incredible anonymous donor, like you mentioned. Stacy, thank you so much for that information. And last week, we announced historic numbers of adoptions in just one weekend, thanks to our community stepping up. Well, we are happy to announce that the Arizona Humane Society in total had 962 adoptions during our last adoption special. We can't thank our community enough for spreading the word and responding to our plea for help. A huge thank you to Bissell Pet Foundation for making this possible, and to all of the rock stars on our staff who worked tirelessly getting pets out on the floor and adopted. We know wait times were longer than expected, and we appreciate everyone's patience with us. However, the busy season is not over. During that time, we also had 813 new pets enter our doors during those days. So please consider adopting, fostering, or volunteering as we work to save more sick, injured, and abused pets. Here's to saving even more lives. And I don't know, I spied in there a few POP alumni as well who found their forever homes. Hopefully you recognize them as well. And now we have a nice cheese that even lactose intolerant folks can enjoy. This cutie is going to be a big boy. I can already tell, Lisa.
Well, my cheesy friend here is Colby Jack. He is the most gentle 9-month-old, probably a pit bull Labrador mix. He came to us from Maricopa County. Our partners over at Maricopa County are just as full as we are with big dogs, and oftentimes we communicate daily to be able to help out on cases that we do better at Arizona Humane Society, and sometimes they can do better for them over at Maricopa County. So we had the lucky opportunity to take about 25 animals that needed some medical care, or some dogs when we were doing well on the adoption special and we had a few open kennels. So we were able to help them out a little bit this week, although it's always a tough balancing act in the summer months at any of the shelters. So we will work with our shelter partners, and luckily this cheesy boy, Colby Jack, was able to come to us, and we are going to be continuing on with our adoption special for animals over 50 pounds. Colby Jack here is 45 pounds, so he's just a leg short of 50. So my guess is this little man will be on our adoption special as well. He came in, hit by a car over at Maricopa County, and we felt it was best for us to be able to take him over here at the Arizona Humane Society. That leg couldn't be saved, but we certainly could give him the opportunity to be a 3-legged dog and still live a happy, wonderful life. He is such a happy, friendly boy, soft. These ears are like soft little velvet. So if you're interested in Colby Jack or any of our dogs, we've got a couple adoption locations, 3 to be exact. So what we recommend is you go onto our website, azhumane.org/adopt, and it's literally updated probably every 15 minutes. Dogs get adopted, they come off our website, and new dogs get added all the time. So my recommendation to you is you make frequent visits if you're looking for something special, or if you're looking for a young dog or an old dog, little dog, big dog. We have got them all. But due to the crisis of big dogs in the valley, all of our dogs over 50 pounds are going to have no adoption fee. So friends like this and dogs his size are going to be absolutely no fee to adopt. So please consider giving one of these guys a home. They get stressed in our shelter, and that's what Colby's having a little struggle with. He's obsessed with toys, carries it around, but he gets bored easily in his kennel. So this youngster is ready to go home today.
Oh my goodness, yes. It was the cutest thing when he came out of his kennel. He was carrying his little bear. I wish everyone could see it. Maybe it'll be posted on social. We'll see. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. And we know that all of our pets are absolutely precious. Well, this one's name confirms it. Who is this, Perry?
This is the little gem. And that fits the name. Look how pretty this little, very dark tabby, very dark in the body, but as you can see from the face, very much a tabby. And this little one here came in with 3 other litter mates. A Good Samaritan turned him into an emergency animal clinic and got him into our Lays and Trauma Hospital and discovered that they had all the symptoms of upper respiratory, which is really common in kittens like found in these kind of situations. They had runny noses and watery eyes and all that kind of stuff. They were treated there with some antibiotics. They went to a foster home to actually continue their healing, but also the fostering at that point would have been for socialization and just to be in a situation where this is very quiet and allows them to grow very healthy. So the little gem here has got 3 litter mates, and I think you're going to meet a couple of them. Very sweet kitty. Well, we predicted it last week. We had some little discussions about what's going to happen over the 4th of July with pets, and of course we were right because we've done this many times. Lots of animals turned in, lots of animals strays out there over the 4th of July weekend. If you go to our Facebook page, not our website, our Facebook page, Arizona Humane Society Found Pets, you can actually see the animals that we have found or are waiting, and we're looking to see if we can find their owner. It's a great website, or I'm sorry, a great Facebook page actually. But just please visit that. And then if you don't really know what to do or you can't even remember that, then go to our website, azhumane.org/lastpet. And what you're going to see there is all kind of tips on how to find pets, and including it's going to direct you to that Facebook page. It's going to direct you to the Maricopa County interactive map that we've talked about before. There are all kind of great resources. You know, in this day and age with social media, it is so much easier to find a pet than it has been in the past. I don't think there's a lot of excuses. If you've lost a pet, please look it up on social media, because I think if you put the work in, you'll find your pet. Again, go to our website, azhumane.org/lostpet, and that'll direct you to all the other resources we have.
Absolutely. We've been able to reunite a lot of pets thanks to all of the hard work that goes not just from our employees, but also Good Samaritans as well. So thank you so much for that, Perry. And at the beginning of the show, we asked you if you could tell how these two are related. Well, make sure to stay tuned because we're going to let you know after the break. And welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, before the break, we asked you if you knew how you thought these two were adopted. And we are so lucky to be joined by their absolutely incredible foster hero, Daryl Bragdon. Daryl, thank you so much for being here with us. Now, I'm going to let you do the honors of telling us how they are related and also what their story is.
The interesting story about these two, so this is Sierra and this is Misty. Sierra was an owner surrender here at the Humane Society, and Sierra was an interesting case because she was pregnant and only 6 pounds, very small, very unusual, and only had 1 puppy in her litter, which is also very unusual. So it was going to be a very risky birth. So my wife and I took her in when she was pregnant. Late one night, Sierra started making a bed. She started rustling around and making a bed for the birth. And so, per instructions, we brought Sierra back into the Humane Society so they could supervise the birth. She had the birth overnight. The timing was perfect. It was a very healthy little puppy, as you can see. She was about 300 grams at birth, which is absolutely tiny. She's only 1.5 pounds now, so she's just the tiniest little nugget. They have been growing together. When you have a mother with puppies, there can be complications. And what happened was Sierra actually dried up, and we actually had to bottle feed the puppy for a little while. And that was new to us, and it was very interesting because when you bottle feed, you have to get up and bottle feed every 3 to 4 hours. So it's a challenge, and you're getting up late at night, and you're not getting a lot of rest. And so, but we did that, and then Sierra got her milk back. So it's just fantastic to keep them together. Sierra is a fantastic mom. She does such a good job taking care of her puppy. They sleep together, they cuddle together, and it's just such a wonderful experience. I highly recommend it.
Oh my goodness. So is this the first time that you were able to foster a mama and her puppy, or have you guys done it before?
First time. And the jury's still out on if we're going to do it again. But it was a lot of fun, and we just love these two.
I mean, it has to be so incredible. We saw the before pictures of when she was just a tiny, tiny little puppy, and they were snuggling up like you were saying. Now, like we usually talk about, when you have a mama and her puppies, they usually do all the work for you. How was that transition of being able to, bottle feed her for a little bit until Sierra was able to do that? Were our employees able to help you get through that process?
The amount of resources is incredible. They provided, and we were talking about this, how Misty would not take the small bottle she would only take the big bottle, and which is unusual for a puppy her size. But they just give you all the information you need, talking about the stimulation that's required. We got all the information we needed from them, the crate, the puppy pads, or the pee pads, and just everything you need. But it was just an amazing experience. And the interesting thing about fostering a mom with her puppies is the mom does so much work for you. She does a lot of work as far as, and it's not just the feeding, it's the cleaning, it's the stimulation, it's everything that puppies need to become a dog.
Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Now, really quickly, I mean, she looks like she's a little Spitfire. How was she with your other pups in the home, and what are their personalities like?
Unbelievable. Sierra's only 2, so she's very young, and normally a 2-year-old would be high energy, but she's not. We have 4 dogs at home, and they're fairly low energy dogs, and they just blended right in. Sierra wasn't too bothered by our dogs weren't too bothered by her, so they just got along famously. Little Misty, she likes to come in with our big dogs, and she likes to bite their ankles and just kind of puppy behavior. And they would put her in check every now and again, but kind of like what she's doing now. But all in all, it's a great experience. Both of them get along famously with our dogs. They just do great insight. The other thing I didn't mention is how incredibly house trained this girl is. And because of her pregnancy, she had to go to the bathroom quite a bit. And it got to be where we were like, gosh, she's crying all the time, but we would take her out and she would go. So it's like, well, it's probably due to the pregnancy, but what a combination and what a pair and what a joy to foster.
Oh my goodness, truly. And so if anyone is interested, you can always visit azhumane.org/foster. Daryl, thank you so much to you and your wife for being such amazing foster heroes for all types of pups, just like these little ones.
Our pleasure.
Now, like I mentioned, you can visit azhumane.org/foster. We are always in need of foster heroes for all different types of cases, for little ones like this to big puppies and everything in between. And make sure to not change that channel because we have a lot of kitty cuteness coming your way as well. That's coming up. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, at the Arizona Humane Society, we know all of our pets are saints, no matter what shenanigans they get into, right, Stacy?
Oh, this little one certainly is a saint. This is Saint. And he is so sweet and cuddly. He's just been purring away. I rested my hand here on the table, and before I knew it, he was nuzzling my hand like a pillow and purring. So he's so sweet and ready to play and love you. And he was also, like his siblings, found in, or brought into us as a litter of 4. They had kitty cold symptoms, the runny eyes and the sneezing, and those kind of symptoms, and they were treated at our hospital, and then they went into a foster home. And the thing about our foster kitties is you can foster a kitty that's a few days old or even a few months old. We need fosters of all kinds for all ages of kittens. And fostering is a great way to help out at the shelter. If you're like me and you live far away, you can't get out to the shelter all the time, fostering is a great way to still help out and be involved. You get all of the supplies you need, and I can tell you they are very patient. When I first started fostering, I had a lot of questions, and I was able to text or call, and I got an immediate response and a kind and patient response. So you have all the support you need, all the supplies, and everything you need to help our little kittens, whether they have a kitty cold or even they just need to gain some weight or some socialization. The resources are there for you, and everybody is happy to help you. So to find out more information on fostering, it's very easy to get started, and it's very rewarding. You can go to azhumane.org/foster and find out how to help us out today. This is Little Saint.
Oh my goodness, so cute. And you are so right. There are so many resources. And I had a lot of questions when I first fostered as well. And in case you're needing some inspiration on why you need to foster, why fostering is so amazing, we're going to hear from another foster hero, Diane, who had a great experience while helping the teeniest, tiniest of our patients.
I started fostering for the Humane Society probably around 5 years ago. I first began to foster essentially asking, what do you need? What I recognized was how urgent the needs are for little kittens. Once I understood what went into taking care of them, I honestly became addicted to it. One of the things that I really love about taking care of these little babies is it's an immediate rewarding experience. I mean, literally, as soon as I get them home, I immediately feel like I am really helping these little babies. And even to give them their first bottle, I feel like I am doing something that is necessary. I don't have any kids. It really fills a maternal instinct for me. I think people don't understand how needed fosters are. When I see the sign in front that says our baby bottle unit is full, it really breaks my heart, because I worry, what if someone came to bring a batch of kittens and you're full, and I could have taken a batch off your hands to open up a space for another animal. I feel really responsible to do my part so that you can continue to take in as many animals as need help. If someone's even thinking about wanting to be a foster hero, do not be afraid. These little babies, they need you. Arizona Humane Society needs you. Trust me when I tell you, when you get your first bottle baby through, you get the email that says they've been successfully adopted, I'm telling you, your heart will fill with so much pride and joy, and you're gonna wanna do it again. So go for it.
Oh my goodness, that is the cutest thing ever. We just absolutely love our foster heroes. And now, you know what? We saw this little one's brother earlier, and now it's her turn to show off her cuteness. Who is this, Janine?
This is Juniper. She's so curious, but so sweet and mellow. And I love that name, Juniper. Isn't that cool? And I gotta tell you, puppy breath is a thing. Oh my gosh, she's got it for days. She's so sweet and loving, and she just gives you kisses. And look, she's not even scared of the camera. She's doing really, really good. And these cute little ears, oh my gosh. The Arizona Humane Society has public vet clinics. And that is it's in 2 locations, and it's a great resource for owned pets to have a low-cost veterinarian services. Our Sunny Slope campus is expanding, and we're going to do more than just spay, neuter, and vaccines. It's going to be other services, and you can go there at azhumane.org/vet clinics and schedule an appointment. So you can also do regular vet appointments to keep your pets happy and healthy.
Oh my goodness, yes, we absolutely love our veterinary staff, and it's a great way to be able to help keep pets in their loving homes as well. And now the show's not done yet. We have more cuteness heading your way, so make sure to stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Now, last week we had some short-legged pups, and today we're graced with another one, and it is so crazy to think they're not from the same household, Perry.
No, they aren't, and the circumstances are actually very, very similar also, that you would think they would have came from the same situation. Too many pets in the home. This poor little doggy there, the owner actually abandoned him. They don't know where the owner is. So other pets in the household too. Tatiana came in. You know, when animals come into the shelter, they can be extremely stressed. And stress usually translates to somewhat aggression. And so little Tatiana here wasn't the friendliest little dog when she first came into the shelter. She was very untrusting, just didn't know what to make of what was going on in her life. So our behavior team worked with her, and look at her now. She's got a very, very soft body language. Her tongue is out, she's panting a little bit. She's very, very happy and sweet right now. She's been loving the people that are in the studio with her right now. She loves hot dogs. She's just a very, very sweet doggy right now. You know, there's lots of things we have to do in the shelter to kind of get dogs into the situation. One of them is our field trips. You can take a dog to any place that's animal friendly, actually. You can take them to the coffee shops. You can take them to some of the warehouse stores that allows you to have dogs in there. It's an absolutely fantastic experience for dogs. Go to our website, azhumane.org/volunteer, and learn how you can do that.
Absolutely. It's an adorable program, and it helps them decompress. It's great. And you know what? We had a saint earlier, so now it's only fitting that we have an angel, Lisa.
Well, guess what? Angel is Saint's litter mate, so we can just all assume what the foster thought of these sweet little kittens. So they came in sick, crusty eyes, URI, which is an upper respiratory infection, and a Good Samaritan found them as sick little kitties, and they certainly needed our help. They got some antibiotics, some fluid, they were stabilized in our hospital, and then these little cuties went off to foster to be socialized. And she's hard to keep your hands on. She is so playful. She loves the feather toys. She's all over that camera. And this foster just did a wonderful job. So I just want to remind everyone, no matter what you're looking for, we will have it for you. Pets really improve our lives. And so if you're looking for a dog or a cat, please join us at azhumane.org/adopt.
Absolutely. We have something for everyone, from temporary to forever furry friends. So thank you so much for allowing us to save lives each and every week. And speaking of each and every week, we'll see you right here next week for another episode of Pets on Parade.